Hi, folks, Kieran here. Today I'm at Kidworth Skate Park. Just finished my little warm-up, which you've just seen. Took me way longer than I expected. My knees are feeling really stiff. So anyway, long and short of it, I've warmed up, already done something that I've not done here before. I front 180 the Euro gap there. I've thrown at 180 the Euro gap in the past, but never this one. I think I've actually even done it once. So yeah, that was pretty cool. The plan today was to start the process of learning crooked grinds. I've tried this trick in the past. I've never really got anywhere with it. It's been like a good year since I've given one a go. But they've got there's this lovely, like, nice height ledge here at Kidworth, and I figured I'd make use of it to get started. So the plan is to go super slowly and practice getting into it and stalling the trick. Whenever I've tried this in the past, I've always kind of like gone like all guns blazing and just tried to like do it at a decent speed with a decent grind and come straight out, and I've never been able to get the lock in properly. I think that's just because I'm going fast. I don't want to like commit my full weight on top of the ledge, and do you know what I mean? I'm basically trying to fluke it. I have done the trick by accident trying to do no slides, and I just figured that, well, if I've done it by accident going at that speed, if I just try to do it, it'll work. But that's not the case. So yeah, plan is now nice and slowly roll up, try and pop up and lock into a crooked grind, and just do that as many times as we need to until we work it out. If we work it out reasonably quickly, we'll start increasing the pace. But realistically, if the only thing I managed to do today is like do those sort of like crooked stalls, then that would be a win. So yeah, let's get to it, see how this goes. Right, so we got that pretty quick, which is good. I did think that would be the case. When I was a kid, I used to skate curbs a lot, not like slappies and stuff. Like, we didn't really have wax and had no idea of how to actually make a curb slide. So we used to skate a lot of like stationary curbs and bump to curbs where you would just do stalls on them. And I always felt super comfy jumping into like the one trucked stalls, whether it was 5-0s, crooks, nose grind stalls, that sort of thing. So yeah, I figured I'd be able to do that pretty quickly, which is good. Managed to get a little bit of grind at the end there, so that's the next step. It's just to try and increase the speed just that little bit more, where I still feel comfy, but then when I get into it, there is a little bit of enough forward momentum to try and give us a bit of a grind. As far as how I'm going to get off a ledge, obviously this ledge is super long and it ends in the slopes, so I'm not going to try and like do it and come off the front. I can't come off the front of the ledge, basically what I'm trying to get at. We'll save that for another time at another park. Ideally on this one I want to try and give it a little bit of a grind and then just come off the ledge, like whip my shoulder back to come off the ledge, so it'll probably just look like a bit of a flop off. If I'm lucky, it will like rotate round to fakie, but yeah, whatever, like that's the next step of progress in terms of like learning this whole trick. Ideally I want to get comfy enough today that I can go to a ledge with an end and sort of like grind it, come out the front back to regular. So kind of, if I make some more progress and get some grinds today, whilst that would be good, I'm not going to count it as like having learned it, unless it goes like amazingly well. But anyway, I'm talking to stop myself from to move forward. So yeah, let's like a little bit more speed, just try and keep getting that lock in, but this time with a little bit of grind. Those first few attempts, I was jumping in, and then like instantly like stopping and shooting out forward. And what that is what's changed now that I've got a little bit more speed. In order to feel safe, what I'm doing is I'm leaning like way too far forward, so that when I lock in, I'm like overly pitched to the front rather than being on top of the board. So I'm no longer like, when you stall, it's really comfortable to feel all your weight sit on top of it. As soon as this is something that's really common in my skate, as soon as I try and go fast, I have this tendency to like lean forward into things, which is why I was shooting out. That last one, which, you know, was the first one, I made a conscious point of like, right, okay, I need to feel like I'm leaning back. It's not actually leaning back, it's just staying on top of the board. But that means that then like all my weight goes on my front foot, but like my weight is kind of pushed back, so that allows it to push the grind forward and not just come to a dead stop, because all of my weight and momentum is in the front. So we just need to keep doing that. That was a crooked grind. I'm super stoked with that one. That definitely counts. That was a crooked grind. My first one when I meant to do it, and that felt pretty good as well. I just came off that level. I don't care. I'm happy. I'm totally happy. I'm totally willing to take that as my first crooked grind in what is still going to be quite a long journey to doing this trick the way I want to do it. But I've got a dumb smile on my face right now, and I'm happy to take it. Basically, what I said about the whole leaning forward, leaning back thing, kind of right, but what I really needed was one of two things: a little bit more speed. I realised pretty quickly that although I was going quicker, it was so marginally quicker that actually, like, it wasn't enough momentum to push me through. But there isn't a lot of room at this park, and I'm a chicken, so I wasn't going to be starting to like barge and go like Mach 3 at it to try and do this trick, because that just won't work for me. So option two, when you try to learn a new ledge trick, slide on my trick, and more speed is required, is you can just wax the thing. So that's what I did. Gave the ledge a little wax, and gave the nose of my board a little wax, and I'm pretty sure that's what created all of that slide. It was just the fact that all of a sudden, like, even though I'm not going that much faster, there was so much less resistance. So yeah, it's so windy now. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to use any of this talkie footage. Anyway, one isn't enough. I want to get a few more before I'm running out of time on the session. But let's try and repeat that little miracle a few more times, and then obviously we just keep building on it, keep working on it. This isn't the end of the journey. Even if I land it like a bunch more times today, this is just the start of learning to do cricket grinds properly. But I'm super stoked with this, so it's a good place to start. So yeah, let's try and grab a few more. Right, I'm going to call it there. Super stoked with that. Managed to get 4 good ones in the end, 4 to be sure, and the one to nose. That last one felt incredible. It's such a good feeling trick. I feel like I'm really locked into it. Like, I feel like I could sit in it for as long as my momentum would allow me to do so, basically. Which is something I've never had with like no slides, which I've been doing forever. So super stoked. Instantly my new favourite trick. Obviously this is just the beginning of the journey for this. These ones were massively wax assisted, like that's what allowed, because I wasn't going that much quicker than when I was trying to stall it. A little faster, but not fast enough to like really get a grind going. The wax helped massively. I couldn't give a shit. I will wax up every ledge that I ever do this on and just make it nice if that's what it requires, because I'm just stoked I can do this trick. Yeah, it's a bit of a dream trick for me. Really didn't think I'd get this far today, or that it would. I guess I did. Like, this is what I wanted to achieve today, but I didn't realise how good it would feel, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, super stoked. The next thing, obviously, just keep doing it. Next thing will be to try and find a ledge which ends. Not find one, I know where they are. Go to a ledge which ends and try and do it at the end of the ledge so we can come out to regular, rather than sort of like, at the moment, obviously, I just end up coming to a stop and flopping off, which is fine. I don't care. It feels great. But yeah, obviously, we want to try and keep pushing it forward. And then over time, we'll just start building up the speed as we get more and more confident with it. But I'm just super stoked to have landed it. Like, it's hard. Like, growing up as watching skate videos as a kid, I never really got very far, learned a lot, achieved a lot in skate, like with my skateboarding then. And there was a few things that I kind of held as like stuff that I would see in pro videos that I would consider like pinnacle tricks, like pro level tricks. 360 flips, anything on a handrail, and crooked grinds was one of them. Like you'd see them in videos and I'd just be like, wow, like that looks incredible. I can't, you know, I'd love to be able to do that one day, and I just did it. Oh, I'm so stoked, so pleased with myself. Yeah, anyway, cool. I'm gonna stop. I was considering doing something else, but I'm gonna ride this high home and go and have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I really appreciate everyone who takes the time out to watch, listen to me waffle. Yeah, you're all legends. Go support each other in the comments below. Everyone who comments below has a channel normally, so make sure you go and check everybody else's out, because everyone's awesome. Anyway, cool. See you next time, folks.